guess what the fuck just happened to me? Hold on. Yeah, so remember that maintenance man? So he's like really going through it. Him and his kid are like staying in an extended stay. They're in between leases, whatever. He's a convicted felon. Did 10 years in the pen. So he's telling me he's struggling, don't have money, all this stuff. I have so much extra food, like extra food portions frozen in my freezer. So I'm like, hey, come pick up some food, right? So this nigga come over. He used a key to get in my shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? And he like, oh yeah, your door was unlocked. I'm like, not really. No, it wasn't. Like, but I just, kind of skirt past it because I'm like, I had just come in from walking Ash, so I'm like, maybe it was. Like, I had to second guess myself. So I'm like, So we get to talking, and he's like, talking about how he feel like he's marked, he's cursed, all this stuff. And I'm like, whoa. Right? So he's like going. He's like, all this stuff is happening to him with his insurance. He was in a car accident in December. They not trying to pay for shit. It's like all this stuff like going on with him. He trying to, I don't know what the fuck. Like literally at this point, I don't even know what was true out of his mouth. So then he was like, yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm going home with my wife and kids. And I'm like, wife and kids? Where did that come from? Mind y'all, we have been friends for like 5 months at this point, and he ain't never mentioned no wife and kids. He had mentioned the one kid. He had one kid from a past relationship. So I'm like, what the hell? And then I was like, why is that relevant to me though? Like, but I'm like, okay. So then I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, I know you fed. Go ahead, call the police on me. I know you working with them. Da 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 da. I'm like, so at this point, I know he tripping. I'm like, yeah, you need to go. And whatever key you just used to get in here, you need to leave that. He was like, what? Man, you don't even know fuck wrong with you, bitch. I start going crazy, y'all. I'm talking about going crazy, right? He like, matter of fact, come to the dog park with me. I want to show you something. And then Ash started going crazy. Ash started like fucking snarling, growling, all that shit. So I'm like, no, I'm not going up to the dog park with you. I don't go nowhere dark and shit. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I could really get you right up. I wanted to. So I grabbed the leash, I grabbed Ashley, and I fucking sprinted out of my apartment. And I went over by the leasing office because there's no cameras on this property except by the leasing office, by the pool. So I went by the pool, and I was hiding, I was hiding behind a pillar for like 40 minutes before APD came. Like, so yeah, basically I gave my,
Shalom. First off, of all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Yahweh being the true name for the Father, Yahushai being named for his only begotten Son, the world ignorantly calls God, Jesus Christ. I'm going to give double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone, taught us his truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopeful elect, pushing his truth and honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yawasap, coaching you to listen to the spirit power, Yahweh Yahushai, and this lessons to the spirit. The response to this video that was circulating on social media. One of the brothers shared this woman's testimony where her life was basically threatened. And we've been telling y'all that a lot of these women that have been in this mindset, in this position of being independent, these single baby mamas, and they put themselves in these positions to be in that place and have a lot of pride within it. Soon you're going to be made very uncomfortable, and they have a lot of pride in thinking that they can't be touched because they have the police, and they just have too much freedom and liberty, when it's not in a woman's position. It's just not supposed to be meant to be in this state. She's supposed to have a husband. Okay, and if she didn't have a husband, she wouldn't be out living alone. She would be under the roof, the home of her father. But us as a people have been oppressed in such a way, a position where that's just not what it is here in the United States. These people have been conditionally programmed and brainwashed, through the Willie Lynch letters, You know, they destroyed the quote unquote black family household to where now, you know, it's extremely common to just see, you know, women just living by themselves and having their own place, versus if you were living like in the 50s and 40s, maybe even early 60s, you know, that wasn't going on. It was women, you know, were always either residing with their parents or they were residing with a husband. You know, but women like this, you know, they'll take great pride in having their own spot, you know, and being alone and waiting and having options. But at any moment, you could be a victim out here and killed, you know, grabbed hold of, man have forced his way on you and have his way and just off you. You know, and another part of it too, you know, that makes it bad is the scriptures say, you know, women you know, they have deprived you of wisdom and understanding, you know, to extent that a man has. What business did you have being all friendly and have a conversation with a maintenance man anyway? If he's a maintenance man, you know, stay out the fucking way, you know? Let him do his job. Keep your conversation, you know, you shouldn't be first of all, you shouldn't be in a position where you're living alone like that as a woman. You know, but hey, the conditions of our people are, you know, we don't have fathers in the household. We don't have family structure. So, you know, you should be living with your parents or something until, you know, you're given in marriage and you're married off. But they put themselves in these positions to where, you know, something goes wrong in the place and you need something fixed. So what? The company has to send somebody. And at that moment, it's just you and that person in your own house. Nobody else there to see you. There's no checks and balances. And you don't know how, you know, they do their vetting and hiring process. So clearly they hired a convicted felon and they put away for 10 years. You know, 10 years is a long time. You done did some shit. You know, and then she's talking about, oh, they had been friends for 5 months at this point. It's 5 months. And this is another thing. Women aren't supposed to be having friendships with men. Your friendships are supposed to be with an elderly woman. You know, that a woman that has experience in life and has a husband that can be teaching you how to be, you know, how to be a wife and be married. Those are the only friends you should be having. Or if it's a friend that's of the same age, it should be a very good, spiritually minded person, and both of y'all are supposed to be into the Lord. And that's what your conversation should be about. You know, but here it is. She done made a friend with this guy and put him in the friend zone for 5 months. And no man, you know, has a desire to be homies with a woman. It doesn't work like that. We don't, our brains aren't wired to want to have a homie as a woman when we're going to have a level of mentally of friendship is going to be much more enjoyable when it's with a brother, man, with the guys, the dudes. Anytime there's a woman around, there's always in the back of that mind, it's the opposite sex. You got a vagina there, man. And eventually, you know, the curiosity is going to come around. What would it be like to lay down with this person? What would it be like to have relations with them? You know, so especially if you're a woman that is attractive, you know, what she's an attractive woman. She ain't ugly. I don't know what was going on with her hair, but you know, a woman that's attractive like that, every single man's gonna be thinking, you know, men operate of having a woman around as a wife or a concubine. That's it, man. There's no in between. You know, so there's no such thing as having male friends. That friend is just waiting for his turn or waiting for an opportunity in hopes that eventually you'll have it. And if the shot is the opportunity is there to shoot the shot, they're gonna shoot the shot. And you got a man that's been locked up, put away for 10 years. He done been deprived of sex for a long time while in the pen. So it ain't nothing for him to take what he wants by force, if you know what I'm referring to. So yeah, he got the key and he just walked up in your stuff, man. And pretty soon, when these times become to be more difficult, chaos is going to begin to unfold very soon, man. They're going to crash this dollar, and people are going to be in a mindset of desperation, and there's going to be so much violence going on throughout the city. 911 isn't going to work anymore. They won't be answering the phone call because 911 is going to need 911. Police officers are going to need help in their own personal housing and lives. They don't have time to be go to work and protect and serve no damn body. So you waiting 40 minutes, you had to wait 40 minutes at that little building around the corner or whatever. That 40 minutes going to turn to you be waiting fucking for years for somebody to come help you. But guess what? Hey, guarantee before all this took place, with that weekend prior before, or maybe that few hours ago, she was in the mindset somewhere throughout that day, I don't need a man. All happy you are how you got your own shit and how much freedom you got. You don't have no protection, man. The Lord doesn't deal with that mindset. Women were created to be wives. That's your purpose. Your purpose was to create it. The Lord said it's not good for man to be alone. Let me make and help meet for him. That was his first thoughts when creating a woman. You're supposed to be a help and a partner to a righteous man of the Lord. And you may have talents and other things like that you're good at, but all of it circles around the two of you being one flesh. And with that, you gain protection. And you don't never be in a situation like this where you're alone with a maintenance man that's a convicted felon of 10 years that is telling you, I could kill you right now. And come with him to the dog park. You see? But apparently she had been having conversations with this guy, as she said in the video, for 5 months. It's not wise. It's not smart. You shouldn't have no male friend. You shouldn't be friends with no men. None of y'all women are supposed to be friends with none of these men out here, because it's not a real friendship. What you're calling it, like it's one of the homegirls. That ain't it. That's not how a man looks and views that relationship with you. They're always going to want something. And a lot of these guys, they have ulterior motives that if the opportunity presents itself, they're going to jump at it. And pretty soon, we're going to be faced with a lot of turmoil here in the United States. War is going to be on the soil. Places are going to get attacked. The economy is going to crash. The dollar is going to crash. There's going to be famines. The store shelves will be empty. Cars will be on fire. Roadblocks will be set up. All chaos will be going on. So this is going to be child's play. She's got no chance in Jacob's trouble, man. I mean, she couldn't even finish the video without breaking down and crying. And you're surprised? You're surprised that this guy threatened your life. You know what this man wanted from you. And you women don't understand how you be leading these demons on, man. You're too damn friendly. And you shouldn't be having no friendly relations with men like that. This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Okay, the vintage shall fail. Okay. It's talking about superior wine or something of high quality. So your high quality of life, your clothing, your jewelry, abundance, that's all this represents, vintage, is going to begin to fail. You know, and they got the head devil in charge, the perfect devil, to do stuff to take away that vintage from y'all, man. They're going to take away all these government assistance, all this Section 8, all these food stamps. You know, he's going to take it because those have been a lot of a boost or benefits to get you in a position to be, you know, having your own place and all this stuff, man. And then on top of that, he's bringing in the chaos. So the U.S. going to be like a war zone. Not only you not having no benefits, but now you don't have no protection either. A lot of y'all have been set up. The American woman has been set up. They set you up to be easy and snatched up in a time of chaos. And this is the way you women, you sell your souls. When you want to accept that independency, you know, that America pushes on you, that's the way that you modern day women, you're selling your souls. Because that's not what the Lord created you, or intended you to be. Even when you read the book of Ruth, man. When she ended up becoming widowed, right? What was the first thing they went and sought after? Did they decide they wanted to go establish a business or go get a job and be independent? No, man. They went straight to serving a man of the Lord, serving him to become a part of his household, and she was blessed with marriage to Boaz. And they traveled to go do that too. They went to great extents. And her righteousness got her and her mother-in-law taken care of. They were all straight. What? She pursued a husband, though. But society has set it up for you not even desire that. Or you desire a husband, but you just don't desire the title of it. You just want a wedding, you want a ring, you want to take a bunch of photos and post all over Facebook and social media and walk around and be able to flaunt that you have a ring on. And you want to have the big dress and all that fancy stuff. And then it stops at that. You know, you may have kids, but then it's never enough. You want more and more and more and more and more. You're not satisfied. And you want that you're seeking it for the wrong reasons, for attention, for validation. You know? And then next thing you know, you get the man, you get the husband, and you become a monster, a dragon in the house. You don't want to submit. You don't want to do your duties as a wife. You don't want to respect the man. You start hating him, and you begin wanting attention from other men, and you rip apart your families and your homes. Then you miss having options. You miss the attention. Then you miss the time, the nightlife and going out. Next thing you know, you're committing adultery, man. And for this, you know, that vintage is going to fail. There's great punishment coming to the modern day Israelite woman or American women and just in general. Because you guys have adopted a satanic mindset, man. Verse 11 says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine." Okay? So tremble. You know, it means you need to be worried of all of you that are just comfortable. All these signs in the heavens ain't for no reason, man. All these chariot sightings that's in the sky, blood moons, and all these events that's going on in the world, these fires and these wars, hey, those are labor pains that's putting the Python squeeze is about to hit the United States real soon. Real soon. This is Genesis 3:16. It says, "Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." So a lot of y'all be like, "Oh, I don't want to be controlled. I don't like it. You're too controlling." He's supposed to be controlling. He's supposed to be the authoritative figure in your household, and it's for your protection. Because when you're left on your own, you make decisions and choices like this woman did. Oh, I'm gonna be friends with a maintenance man that's a convicted felon of 10 years, and then go ahead and help him out and give him some food and shit. Do all this stuff that, in his mind gonna be leading him on. Just not wise, not smart at all. And now he wants to have his way with you. Versus you get a husband, he would have been told you, hey, what the fuck, you're not about to be friends with this guy at all. Cut it off. He's gonna tell you, hey, no male friends. Boom. They just saved you from all of that situation right there. Eliminated. Problem gone, man. He gonna tell you, hey, look, the scripture says this, you should be covered. Why that keeps the tension from being on you. The lust gives you a spiritual cloak, a protection. Women should be covered, man. And it also demands respect. There's no lusting on you when you're covered and you're in modesty. Your hair is covered. Your hair belongs to the glory of your husband. The scriptures don't lie. They're all instructions there for a reason. And a righteous man of the Lord, he's going to be that protection for you. But you want to be on your own. You want to be independent, and you want to live on your own and have maintenance men coming over and landlords coming over and repair this guy coming over. And you want to have your options. You want to go out, and then you get date raped and all sorts of things, issues and problems happen. Then you have kids out of wedlock, and the list goes on and on and on. When you do things the way you want to do. Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So, a good righteous man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, especially a prophet of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is going to be that hiding place for you, that protection for you from the wind. There's a lot of demonic stuff going on, and there's a lot of evil on the way that this place is about to experience. And all of you that wanted to accept this American philosophy and the ways of this life, that hey, you're supposed to be equal to a man, and some of you following this nigga Billy Carlson, and this nigga now is teaching you that it's possible that you could have been a man in your other life. What type of madness is that? That's just pushing on that more feminism bullshit equal to a man's stuff. And that's pushing that homosexuality on y'all's mind. Pushing women to be dykes and stuff, man. That masculine stuff, y'all not feminine at all. So the judgment, hey, you want to be a man so bad, you're going to have to defend yourself like a man real soon. And it ain't going to work out for you. You're going to be just like this woman crying. Can't even finish telling the story of what happened without shedding tears. It's let alone how you going to make it when shit is really going down. She really could have been killed. And she wouldn't be able to make a video laughing in the beginning of it then, would she? A lot of y'all going to learn to listen to these scriptures, man. Take heed to these warnings. Woman, if you're of marital age, you need to cleave unto a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Submit and serve that man. Honor him. Quit playing games. Quit just jumping on, comment boards and cherry picking and seeing who's the most, highest ranking in that camp or blah, 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 this and that. No, man. If he's a good man and he's physically in your life, quit playing games. You better get chose now. I mean, now's the time, man. You don't want to wait till it's too late and you're out here by yourself. Scriptures talk about how, women can be saved in childbearing Now, it's not just talking about having a man of the Lord's child. It's talking about servitude and doing the duties of a wife to that man. It's how you get saved. It ain't by your own knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Now, unless you're of an aged woman, that's a little bit different. But you need to pray to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that he bless you with a man of the Lord, and he might have already done it. Cleave unto him, man. Don't be like this woman on this camera. So with that, Lord's will is less is edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles and elders, our great millstone, taught us truth and will well, and salutations to hopeful elect person is truth and honesty and sincerity. Shalom.